Alright, welcome everyone to Eastern Campaign. So we are the 31st of August today, and we are going to be watching this battle with these two battles with true anticipation. So today on Confederate side we have the 1st Minnesota Cavalry led by Sergeant Ale and the 1st South Carolina Oars Rifles with 2nd Lieutenant Tumadre. On the CSA side, we have Baker's Brigade, led by 2nd Lieutenant Knight. So we're going to be seeing a pretty interesting battle. Let me turn off this right. Perfect. So, the card for the first map is you must speak with the other side's accent. So, you will see
line looking beautiful, line looking beautiful.
Speaking like a Confederate, and then you will see the Confederates speaking like the USA or Union. So, since it's a bit more, maybe a bit more accents in the north, the 3 accents they've been given to choose between is Boston, Minnesota, and Canada.
Or are we just winging it?
So,
we're just winging it.
We're gonna see how it goes. Infantry is live in right now. Let's see how it goes. So this is Anderson's counterattack, first battle of the day. So it's a small imbalance of about 1 person, so it's not too big. We should be seeing more people coming in as time goes. So we have the USA here trying, I think, to do a forward defense on the left. I think kind of banking it that the Confederates will go on the left. Or on the USA left.
Alright, we gonna skirmish out on these rocks up here.
Not
Skirmish out
bad
on the
position.
rocks up here.
Big lollipop.
But this is very they need the Confederates to go to the right. And well, let's see what the Confederates are doing. It seems like the Confederates are doing exactly that. They seem to be going towards the right. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. Maybe they'll change minds, change their plan last second. So it is. Seems like Confederates have decided to make just one big line, which I cannot blame them with these numbers. Still a small event. Let me see how it goes. So Confederates will have to face a pretty difficult challenge. They won't see the Union up until maybe 60-70 yards. And although they do have cover, it is an uphill battle, literally. And once they get to the rocks, they need to go around to go on. I'm not sure they can. Well, they're spread out.
If any of y'all see anything, let me know. Let me know. Keep your eyes out. Let me know if you see anything.
Alright. Confederates still moving this way. Seems we have a scout over here. USA Scout, Captain Honda. Let's see how that goes. So you'll see our
left.
first contact.
In the woods, left.
USA sees the CSA, the Confederates. Do the Confederates see the Union? Yes, they do. Alright, they're immediately opening fire.
Gentlemen. Right here, right in front of us, gentlemen. Right down.
Like fuck us up.
CSA
hard cover anyway.
Pretty bad casualties. They are outnumbered by 2, but they should be fine. The 1st South Carolina Oars Rifles, known for their accuracy, so they
I thought I was seeing things at first until I saw 7 guys.
Back to Richmond in a bomb. Ow.
Oof. Heavy casualties again on the Confederate side, but then again, Confederates have taken advantage of this map by nature. Color Sergeant Cliff taking the, colors.
Get up. Go back.
Don't.
I see him moving in the bushes in the northeast.
Don't do it.
Come here, little rebel lion. Hurt you.
Don't shoot. And that is a warning.
They retreat back into the woods. Hold fire.
I want to hear a good rebel war cry. Let's hear it. Give me your best yee.
Yee!
Here we go.
Alright, Confederates falling back. CSA may decide to change their plans. I would not go up here again. Well,
road right up there, and let me know if you
can't
see them moving
Confederate
around up there.
Guys, get a hurrah.
9 versus 2. Or
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
A 2-man imbalance. Which it can make all the difference, especially that the CSA has chosen 2 pistols instead of 1. So they're down to 4 rifles more than, rather than the 8 rifles, or the 7 rifles on the USA side.
I wonder if that.
So, if I were the CSA in this position, I'd try to play a bit more aggressive. You have that advantage of pistols.
Let's swing left.
Nope, seems like the Confederates are shifting left. I think my tab button is, it is an 8v9. No, that is me. So, yeah, you'll see on the CSA side, it's a lot of recruits, newer people, which does put a disadvantage, and on the USA side, you'll see it's more experienced people. Alright, still some like a level 5, a level 7, level 9, but, you know, the fact that CSA has one of the few high-leveled people with the flag does put them at a disadvantage.
Take hard cover anywhere.
So CSA is going for the early cap. So it is not a bad move. Alright, it forces the USA to go towards them, which, as I mentioned earlier, with them with the 2 pistols, put them at a severe advantage. They can get 12 shots down, just pistols, while USA just has 6 pistol-wise, and they've split up. No, they haven't split up, but they're separated. Their pistol isn't there.
It's easy shots. Low behind the logs. Low behind the logs.
So CSA has taken some casualties. We had 2 deaths, which on this low pop, it's gonna start having an effect.
Send them back to Richmond, boys. I'll send them back to Richmond.
Let's send them back to Richmond.
First casualty.
Alright, I need Coy and I need
Like
Josie.
shiny
You
first
2 and
casualty
myself,
for
we're
the
gonna swing
USA
around and we're gonna
side.
start shooting them behind.
What CSA needs to do? Oh,
Oh my
Don't
God,
do it.
CA.
don't
CA,
do it.
watch out. Come back here, son.
Don't do it.
You okay, buddy?
Don't. Alright, that is a ambling. That is a warning. That's way too far to be attacking, especially the fact that it wasn't a charge, right? He was alone and he knew about it. So USA is starting to take a good amount of damage, and they don't know where the Confederates are. Confederates are all behind this rock, which rock just high enough, I think, that the USA cannot see the flag nor anyone behind it.
Tomato said it when he dies.
Oh, we do have 3 people here. I think they're gonna go for the flank. They're going to flank. CSA, a full ticket bar down. Maybe a balance, a 2-man difference may cause an issue. But if the CSA plays this right,
Where are they? I can't see
They're
them.
right in front of
they
us. They're in
should
that
be able
rock.
to win.
Press fine.
Just wait for them to peek. Wait for them to peek.
So, oh, USA here popping their heads out. Well, there is the risk because they're 3, 1 casualty, and they can no longer engage. Right now, they're playing a risk. They're spotted,
Pistols in the back.
but they have not been spotted. CSA is going.
Union behind, Union behind.
Alright, let's go.
The last second spot.
Union behind. Northeast.
Oh, CSA going for the charge.
Shut him out.
This is good timing. Good timing.
Light them up. Let's go. Bayonets down. Bayonets down.
I think
Come
this
here.
is gonna
Come here
be
with your fancy
USA
pistol,
quiet.
son. Come here with that. Ow.
USA or CSA barely taking any
Good shit,
casualties,
fellas.
if any at all. I think only 1 casualty.
Hold behind this log.
The rest of USA going in. This is not a Rambo because it is a charge.
We gotta hold the flag. They have to respawn me. Oh shit, that guy.
Heavy USA casualties here. You can just see it through the bodies.
Good shit,
USA
fellas.
has lost its flag. Which is very
Now we
important. It is a good run from spawn. You can see some of them already getting their full kits back. That was very well played by the CSA to charge then and there. Beautifully played overall. Now, the CSA has caught up. They do have a minor ticket lead, if a ticket lead at all.
Byram, how's
Oh,
that?
kids, I need 2 guys.
All they need to do, is to turtle around this rock right here and these pieces of artillery. Now, USA did not take any artillery.
Just
I
follow the
cannot
side of the
blame
wall.
them. I don't think it would have done much, especially not against 7 opponents.
Where's
But
their spawn?
still could have been a strategy.
Southeast.
The CSA
Almost
is
directly where
gonna
you're
stay
facing.
around the American flag here, make sure they can't get it back up. A good plan. And I believe, yep,
Come with
Baker's
me, gents,
brigade
come
is
with
going
me.
for
Don't be
another
shy, don't be
flank.
shy.
Sending out a
Keep it to the double, keep it
detail
to the double.
to
Once
flank
you
around the
getting
enemy,
exhausted
perhaps
out
even
there, so-
distract the main enemy,
It's hot.
which is the Confederates. So far, really good usage of splitting up and pincering on USA's part. Timing has been bad, but CSA has been able to use that to their advantage as well. They've been able to take one opponent at a time and then wipe out the one behind them. A strategy that was used in the actual Civil War by General Grant in Fredericksburg. Now facing off 2 opponents of the same size,
Alright, gents, right here on the rocks.
but on
independent
different
fireworks
occasions, so that
Crouch if you
he
got
was
to.
able to defeat them.
East moving north. Towards the cases.
So, Ali did only see
front.
3
Earlier. Oh, I see
people,
one.
but he seems to be relaying that it is the entire Union
There's
Army. The Confederates are falling back, repositioning, which will give the USA opportunity to get their flag back and reorganize. All the USA needs to do is get this flag, mass numbers, and flank them if there could be
Find hard cover anywhere.
Magneto in it. They're spotted. All USA needs to do is take them out, especially with that 2-pistol advantage. Although I'm curious how much ammunition the officers have, especially with Lieutenant Tumadre here shooting all of his pistol ammo or a few shots to these 3 people here. USA in the forest over here is
Cover fire.
going for the flag. Now, I don't know if they're both sending it or I think they're sending at 1 person to retrieve the flag. Now, if they can do it without being spotted, they'll be in a very, very good position.
Logs. They're at
And
the
they were
logs.
just
They're at the logs.
spotted.
They're at the logs?
3.
It's
3
a
at the
flag
logs.
runner.
There's one.
They were spotted. It's a bit less of a good opportunity, or good position, but USA is still in a good position.
Alright, on me, on
They're
me.
in the forest, and doesn't seem like the Confederates will be able to spot them. And now we have 2 people here, which if it's less than 20, you can engage at 2 in Eastern Campaign. So they are allowed to do so. Actually, that means 2 people can engage. I was incorrect earlier.
Hold up, hold.
So they can take 2 casualties when they're 3 right there. Oh, seems like they were both killed very swiftly, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Tumadre gets to get his ammunition back. Yep, there you go. If I was a Honda here, I'd take them to the forest on the right and really take them from 2 completely different sides. But at the same time, he has no idea where the rest of the Union is. Union taking some casualties over here? Yep. I think 2 casualties. Which again, in low pop, is going to have a big
All
effect
get your shots in,
on
gentlemen.
overall tickets.
Don't let them shoot at it.
No, you... Yep.
It's 3.
Oh, we have a movement
Oh
over
my
here.
god, they're gonna kill me. Oh my god. Alright, get on this case on
Honda getting stuck on the rocks.
Hard cover, gents. They can't shoot through these. Light them up, light them up. Easy shots, easy shot.
I'll let them know.
Light them up, gents. Light them up. Make sure you reload behind hard cover.
Boys.
I want to hear a good rebel war cry. Let's hear it. Look at that fancy.
Hey, fellas.
Fuck.
Later, fellas.
Alright. CSA wiping them out with Presumably no casualties during the charge. Oh, USA going in. USA going in.
Shit.
Surprising
Circle
the
around,
enemy.
circle
Oh,
around.
Shoot him out, shoot him out, shoot him out, shoot him out!
Don't shoot us out.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Confederates
Push in,
going
push in,
in.
Come here.
All CSA needs to do is just push
Come here,
aggressively and they can
come
win.
You come here.
Yeah, almost complete USA wipe here. Oh, yeah, Confederacy going in for the kill. Although they lost their flag, meaning they'll have to come from spawn. Because there's only 2 of them left, meaning they cannot respawn here.
Fall back to
But still, Confederacy, the CSA does have an advantage, which is very, very valuable. Tumadri needs to order these guys to go up immediately as soon as possible. USA will recover quickly, especially with their flag up. All they need to do is get their bayos and loads and go move up.
Take us like
They
that.
have
We
time
don't
to
get down there. We
reorganize.
don't.
And it seems like CSA is moving. Well, that is good, or at least some people. Yeah. You have Color Sergeant Cliff. Yeah, that's all you need. You just need to be able to get up there, make sure that flag can stay alive, and make sure that we can spawn in on the flag itself. Now, CSA completely pulled back from point, which is not a good move. They are giving the opportunity. USA knows that they've left point. You see, it's natural
Technically.
decap. So all they need to do is get back on it, take it, and gain all those tickets back. So CSA does need to go on point again. They only need to hold it for 5 minutes, which is very doable. Alright, 9v7 still. No CSA reinforcements so far. We'll see how that'll affect them more into the game. CSA still in a very good position. Yeah. See, USA did not, the Union did not play aggressively enough early enough to get point while the Confederates were on it. Now the CSA, all they need to do is get back to a good solid position and dig in. They'll be able to hold it for 4 minutes. You're seeing very good cooperation on the Confederacy. I mean, they were left with practically no choice but you're seeing them really stick together, not really splitting up, which is exactly what they need to do to face an enemy that is splitting up. Although
You bite the peach bites
Put your
the
hand on
back.
my shoulder looks funny.
USA seems
Not
to
my
be
finger.
very, very hell-bent on staying together
Hey,
now.
Honda, get up
They're
here.
spread out, but they're still together. One volley won't wipe them out. Alright, no strat and chat. A lot of rule breakings today, but still a new event. BB's
I said
first
light 'em
time
up.
playing this
Yeah, they're starting to
event,
aim at us.
so just to be expected. Nope, USA
South,
revealing
southeast.
their position.
Find that rock.
fire on the
Yeah.
smoke. Fire on the
Very good tactic here. Officer kind of protecting his men. It's a good plan. A good way to get the officer
hold
shot
here.
and not be enlisted, which matters more long-range combat. Pistol can only go so far. You're already seeing CSA taking some casualties already. They've taken 3 casualties while the USA has taken,
They're on there
None.
behind the logs over that way.
I don't remember. Oh, actually, this USA has taken 8
Alright, alright,
casualties.
alright. Get your load, get your
Alright,
load. Once you got your load, we're gonna
No,
pull
no,
through the
no.
log. Or rocks. We're gonna
Oh.
pull through the rocks.
Once you
Let's
got
go,
your
let's go.
load.
A Black Horse going over here. Oh, USA charging the CSA. I think CSA will be able to oh, is it a charge?
We're capturing
No,
from
they're
here.
holding at the rocks. But ooh,
Hold here,
because
hold
there's
Hold
2
here, let him up. Hold
extra
here and let him up.
USA members or 1 extra on point, they are capturing. Now all the CSA needs to do is take out 2-3 of them, and they won't be able to cap. And they have 1:50 to do so. But CSA is also taking casualties while they're losing point.
Line them up. Wait for them to peek. Left and right, they'll peek.
So all they need to do is actually not die. And they should be able to cap it, or to keep it down, but they don't seem to be able to do that.
I'd recommend holding fire.
Yeah, holding fire is something I would do. You don't want to expose yourself. I'd actually fall back, go directly under point, because you don't need as many people to be, to keep it. You just need to be closer directly on it, which these rocks are, and it's also much better covered.
Like point's
And
being
wait for them
taken.
to come.
Yeah, point's being taken.
I'm going with mine.
Yeah,
Let's go, Mata.
CSA pulling back just as they should.
Alright.
If they're able
You guys
to go
hold.
directly under, they should be able to hold it. Especially with some USA members
Out in the open, gentlemen. Easy shots.
leaving. But still not enough. It is still not enough. They need to kill them. Just a few of them. Alright, which shouldn't be that hard. A
Easy
lot
shots.
of them
Let
are
me get
in
them
the
shots in
open.
there.
Northwest north. Northwest north. They're behind that rock. Wait for them to
But
peek.
at the same time,
Over by the
Damn.
log. There's still one more.
oh, I think one more CSA respawn, and they'll be able to hold it. Oh, taking casualties. A lot of them. Only 3 CSA members left, and USC is gonna recapture point. Now, it's not the end of the world for the Confederacy. They may have been able to win in 15 seconds, but now they're still in a very good position. All they need to do is to get the USA to breaking and capture it, and they have the point to their back. So they just need to hold down and dig in. Alright, regroup, and then just start killing these guys here, and ideally even these guys here because they're out of line. But these are 5 tickets deep, contrary to the skirmishing I would assume here of 3. So it's almost
Smoke
double
coming.
the amount of tickets to kill these guys. Just one of them is equal to
Yeah,
about
if you got
1.5
shots on those guys in the west,
of
take them.
even at that, if they're in formation,
Alright.
it's even less.
Stay here. I'll stay here, me.
Tumadre should have gone with. Oh, nobody can spawn on flags now. On CSA flags, which is bad because a lot of them are dead. So they need one more person, and perhaps that person is already on their way. But oh, seems like CSA was able to get. Oh no,
Go.
none of them.
Where are you going?
Miss. Oh, that's one dead.
Hey.
And that's another one dead. So massive ticket loss on the USA part, in the Union. But
Nope.
Tumadre needs to get back to this flag immediately. Yeah, because you see, we're already getting people spawning down here, which is fine, but it is one long trek to get to point with full kit and full
Flag is
stamina.
out of line.
So they need to hold down here. Again, they shouldn't really go around like killing these 2 people. That was good, but they shouldn't really push at all. Right, CSA is in a good position, even if it seems like they're losing. He's in a really good position.
Could
And
just
that's-
stay here in the
It's
safety of the
Union's
rock
turn
and
to
wait for
play
them to
something.
surrender. Look at that one peeking his head. Come here.
Seems to have some rifles going through. Now, USA can win if they're able to outshoot the Confederates, but the Confederates do have the first
Rock up here.
South Carolina or rifles,
Yeah,
which are known to be very, very accurate. Maybe some of the, if not the most accurate
one on that.
people in the
Yeah,
entire
shoot.
war rights community. So
Or actually, you
it
can
is
stand
it
up
is
close.
not over yet for the Confederacy. They were close to win, about 15 seconds away, but yeah, they can still very much recover. Now, this is a good position the CSA's in, but all the Union needs to do is go to the right here, or go to the left here from USA's position, into the forest and shoot them in the side. Right? You're closer to point. You're not, you're not that exposed because this isn't a bad position.
There's one on
But
that caisson.
you're pretty exposed. There's no.
Hey, don't get that
Standing
boy on that. Get
out
that
there.
boy on that
Right
caisson. Hit
behind.
that man.
Yo, Tumadre trying to attract bullets, which I've done myself often, it's never seemed to work. But in a case like this, with only 8 rifles on you, or, oh, well, only 6 rifles on you, you should be fine. See, already the tickets are getting closer
There's a little
to
island
breaking.
I can have two of my guys shoot from in the middle of the field.
Seems like Ali's gonna get 2 people to go into the, I think he's talking about this island right here in the middle of the field. It's very exposed to get here, and it's very long to go around, and even at that, it is still very much exposed. But it could work, it could be
Big
what they
smoke, big
need.
cigars.
But USA is taking some casualties.
Mamas, don't let your
Or
babies grow up to be
no
cowboys.
casualties. Just
First
people
record.
leaving. The CSA has a lot of bodies, a lot of casualties around this position here. Oh, yeah, and it seems like the 1st Minnesota Cavalry, or at least some of its members, is going to go to that island, and they're not going the very long way, but they are going a better non-direct way. Oh, Cliff should be with them to prevent them from dying out of line. I have 5 tickets each right now. Alright, and then he's gonna go and it's 5 tickets himself. Now they didn't make it. Now I cannot tell if the Union knows about it. So USA is charging. They are pushing. Yep. They are charging.
They're charging.
Right time to do.
Come here, son. Come here.
They have more
Come here,
numbers.
son. Come here.
And Tumadre is out of bullets. It's out of ammunition.
Come here,
Redneck going in.
Come here, son.
He's allowed to defend himself, however he seems fit. Is he
Shut
going
the fuck up!
2 behind
Shut
us.
the fuck up!
2 behind.
1st Minnesota Cavalry going, trickling behind. Gonna try to get as many as he can, I think, with his pistol. And he misses his
Go on,
first
shoot
shot,
that
which
man.
kills him. Cliff misses his shot. Loses the stabbing
Almost
war.
almost
Now
shoot
we
that
have
man.
recruit. Yeah, it's however you pronounce. Ooh, taking one down.
shit.
With
Yeah,
this was a very good
Yeah, we got the
Union push. They're not at breaking, and they
What happened to that
control
little group that was
point.
sent out there?
CSA
Oh,
lost
get
the
your
flag. The
Yeah, I think
breaking
they can't
point
charge it all,
of this was the smaller unit breaking up into 2 and trying to flank the larger unit. But the larger unit did see them. Now, it's
Coming
not
from the
over
north
for
and-
CSA, but it is going to be much more difficult for them to win. So they need to regroup, re-strategize. At this point, you know, you're gonna know USA is gonna stay on point. They don't want to lose this. I would go from the right and kind of take back these logs and fire at them. Again, the CSA has 2 pistols. They have 2 officers. So they have that advantage close range, and all they need to do is to get close range. USA does not have that advantage. Right? They may have numbers, but they don't have close range advantage. And it seems like, yes, the CSA Confederates are going to the right. Now, seems like a good plan, and it is a good plan when you know everything. But could be a risk, because if you remember at the beginning of the battle, they went the same direction and met resistance here. Right? And if the USA was to come back here, which they very much could have, they would be facing it. Now, and you may be saying, the USA is on point, you know it. Yes, but they could have left 3 people here. They have the numbers to leave 3 people behind here to make them think they're on point, and come over here and hold. This is a very good position, very good ground. You could hold it with 5 people against 10, and you could win. Right? You would hold. Knight is checking his flanks. With a very good plan, very good idea, especially considering he is going to get flanked if he doesn't spot it early enough. CSA is deep enough to not be spotted, but I don't know how long they're able to be in. I think they're on the edge. Edge, which may be good for them. And they have all the time they need. They have 26 minutes to do long range shot, which they really may want to do for a bit, just to dwindle the Union numbers and just to reduce Union tickets to make it more equal. Especially with the fact that the Confederates cannot respawn. Right, their flag is down. That does mean they have an extra rifle. They have 6 rifles, or 5 rifles against the 6. So it's rifle-wise, it is practically equal, and pistol-wise, they outnumber. So it is the Confederates' turn to choose their play. Are they going to be spotted? Can you see them from here? You can, but barely. It's right time, right place. But I think Knight does see them. Right, he's taking a bit more cover. May have seen them very briefly. May have seen just some movement in general. Yeah, he definitely sees them now. Or can't tell.
Yep. South.
Yep. Well, somebody spotted him.
Directly south, Knight. Directly south.
Yep. Honda has spotted the Confederates. Confederates don't know that yet. They're gonna know very soon because they're gonna, well, get shot at just like that.
Sergeant.
Oh, the Confederates going in. Officers at the front, which you don't want to do. They're gonna take the brunt of the shots coming in, and they're gonna die. They're the most valuable people in the charge. Right, Tumadra staying back. Ali staying back a bit.
Focus those officers. Focus the officers.
Don't pull back. That's
Going back
French.
to the rocks.
Hold the rocks. Hold the rocks.
That's not a bad strategy, but a pretty bold one coming from the Confederates.
Shoot
Don't
him,
pull
Knight.
back. That's
With
French.
almost
Yeah,
out
don't
of
shoot me.
tickets. Confederates officially
Don't shoot me. That's good.
in final push, but USA in breaking. Ooh, and just enough people to respawn on that flag. Just enough people. Alright, one more casualty and they would have need to regroup all the way from spawn over there. Now it's not over for the Confederates, but if I'd bet money on Union right now. Alright. The Confederates have time for one good push. And the good news is they do have their flag back. Right? So they can go up, which takes a while. They can go up, shoot a bit, and then push. Right? Dwindle their numbers. Even if you get a few kills and the people respawn, they'll be out of ammo. They won't have a load. They will not have a bayonet.
Time's of the
So it can be a very big advantage having that time and having that advantage of pushing. But they do need to push very, very soon. It takes about a minute at the triple quick to get all the way over here. They have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to take point. All they need to do, they're not going to be able to get the enemy into the last stand. Right, they lost that opportunity. If they're able to farm, that flag over there, they may be able to, but I truly doubt it. All they need to do, well, what they need to do right now to win is capture point. I may be wrong. I think it may be closer to 30 seconds from spawn at the triple quick. But they will need to regroup once they get over there. They will need to regroup. Currently a one-man difference, so it's truly anyone's play. Right, it's equal. The only difference is the amount of rifles. Right, 2 pistols here. Now, Ali may be a newer commander, doesn't necessarily know too well how to use a pistol, but it's aim and shoot. So it doesn't take a rocket science to know how to use it efficiently.
Yep. They're running across that field. Right?
Easy shots, gentlemen. I said light them up. Easy shots.
We have 50 seconds. Any chances of them having 2 pushes has gone 20 seconds ago.
They're pushing into the woods, gentlemen. They're pushing in.
They're
They
try
will
to
push
flank.
at us.
Light them
Hard
up. Light
and
them up.
fast.
Get
Pop
a-
that officer. Pop that officer.
They're trying to be like a bobcat, boys. They're trying to make circles.
Gonna
getting
come from the
closer and
side,
closer.
even maybe from the rear, but they need to go in now.
Get that flag.
With only 30 seconds left, they need to charge in now. if they want to do anything. The flag going in first, absorbing a bullet, which
Pour into him.
isn't
Pour into him.
necessarily bad. That's one more bullet.
West,
Don't
west, west. Oh
bounce.
my God, this rock.
And there goes the U.S. CSA chance of winning. USA has officially won. They were able to withstand with casualties.
Come on back, flag. Come on back.
But the USA has won officially. So we're gonna go see the casualties on this. I'm very curious. Do believe the Union did take more casualties overall. Maybe that would have changed in the end. But, you know, USA playing passive and using their numbers to their advantage is super, super good. Yeah, it was a smart move from Knight. And then Confederates sticking together for majority of it, a very good plan as well to counter the numbers disadvantage. Now, where they did fail, I believe the one thing that caused them to lose, that was a major loss, was when they decided to split and go to this island right here, where the USA is. I think that was their one big mistake, because then they gave the opportunity for the Union to just push in and take on a force half their size. Oh, more casualties on the Confederates at WoW by 22. 22, okay, I'm truly shocked. Alright, well that was the first round. I will see you guys second round. Welcome back, everybody. This is the second round of Eastern Campaign, 31st of August. This is Boulevard Heights Redoubt. So, we have Union, which today is going to be led by Honda, and we're going to have Battery led by Black Horse. And then on the CSA side, we'll have the 1st Minnesota Cavalry, led by Color Sergeant Cliff, and the 1st South Carolina Oars Rifles, led by Lieutenant Tumandre again. Now, this is going to be an interesting fight. The Confederates have decided to split up, so they're not picking up a flag. So, in this, the card for this battle, this round, it is no planning. So, no commanders, no one has had any previous or any time before now to plan, right? So there was a brief remuster. Officers could have talked quickly about it, but there was no strat sketch. No, none of that. It is pure just on the whim. Now, Boulevard Heights Redoubt may seem like a bad map for CSA, and it usually is, but it can also be a very good map for CSA in a context where there is lower pop, right? So in 16 people total, USA can only truly cover one side at a time. So all CSA has to do is make sure they're not seen by the time they arrive at the redoubt. So officially, commanders are able to move. We'll see what the Baker's Brigade will do. And I think the CSA is going to split up. The 1st South Carolina Oars Rifle seems to be going right, and the 1st Minnesota Cavalry seems to be going frontal assault. Now, I'm aware there's this one-man imbalance overall, but there are more rifles on the Confederate side than there are Union to Artie. Now, I'm not sure I would have taken Artie on this low pop. And especially this map where it is a lot more difficult to move guns around. But it could also have a big benefit if, you know, the first score, what they're doing right now, if they do that. Right, they get to this fence, Artie will just be able to shoot them, and then the infantry will be able to focus on the 1st Minnesota Cavalry, which they seem to be going for a frontal assault, which I'm not sure I totally agree with, but again, that may be the reason why they're doing it. Seems like such a bad plan.
I was about to open this water too.
Oh, there they are, north-south, coming up.
Yeah, 71st, stand it up on this redoubt, independent fire on the snake line fence. You can just barely see them.
Confederates focusing fire down the hill. Alright, 1st Minnesota right now, what they should do, come on the left, behind them unseen. They could easily wipe out, right? They take the officer down, they take 2 rifles down, and then immediately
Straight
they'll have an
south,
advantage.
southeast.
Ooh, but they are deciding to fire from this position here. They're not easy to see, although not sure red pants and red hat helps with concealment, but that's not what they need. So Confederates did in fact take a single casualty, I believe, but because it is less than 20 people again, they can still engage. Alright, let's see what battery's up to.
Which is smart for them.
I think they may be
Smart.
It's smart in the sense that they don't have to worry
secondary
about.
cover
They can have full gun control.
or they're planning on firing downhill.
But it's not smart because they have to.
But if taken maybe from up here, yeah, maybe one of these guns, they're a bit more useless, but nonetheless, it is going to work.
Gents up on the readout.
They could also be providing secondary cover.
Good shot.
So,
light them up.
Rebs,
Light 'em up.
charge, stay behind
Shot,
cover
shots.
all
Oh
along.
my god,
Oh.
reloading.
Only 1 casualty so far. Ooh, ooh, what a death. Oh wow, that leg cannot feel good. Cannot feel good. But the issue is, CSA doesn't have a flag. They have to come all the way back from spawn. So you see here the 1st South Carolinian already coming from spawn. They're moving. They're gonna make it. Full kit seems to be. Not sure the Union truly sees them. It is pretty tough
Cut the
to
grass,
see.
Chance,
Oh,
cut the grass.
but he
Honestly, I
does
don't know if
have a
there's-
shot.
I think
if
there's
he-
a guy that I can see straight.
If they've taken another casualty here, again, they can still engage the R2, but they need to be reinforced quickly or they need to fall back. Alright, so they do have pretty good cover, but they fell back a bit, or it's just the people that had less cover that died. But they do have that. Now, if I would guess what they're doing is the 1st Minnesota is going to keep the Union busy on them, while the 1st Corps can get behind them, charge them out, and maybe even just shoot it out from the rear. But it seems like
If you guys
that
wanna
won't happen. Baker's brigade did
maybe
see
send a
them. Alright, so we're seeing it again. 7 versus 8, but again, only 4 rifles. And here we have 5. Although it is split up, so it will not be felt all at once. Right, splitting up, I wouldn't do it. Again, just like what happened last map. Right, smaller forces splitting up to take on the big one. Although in a case where, oh, that was a, wow, direct hit, and 1st Sergeant Redneck is completely gone. There's nothing left of him but with the sadness and grief his family is feeling. We have the 1st South Carolinians coming up. They're gonna pose a threat to
Shiny, you ready to
the
fucking...
Union. They're in their rear. And they are good shots, like I previously mentioned. And there's only 2 people here taking, care of them. So if they die once, they're dead. They can't do anything. But that is the same situation over here. Whereas if one of them dies, they can't do anything. And it seems to be, oof, that was a missed shot. Which that was the last load these 2 had. Or not? Did Knight successfully get? Beautifully done. USA has a ticket, CSA has a ticket advantage now. But they're not able to communicate with the 1st Minnesota Cavalry over here. Right, so they don't know what's happening. Right, they can only visually see what's happening. Now, these 2, I think they're gonna move up together, meet the 1st Minnesota Cavalry back, and charge single-handedly. So there's still 2 people here. So they can defend themselves, and they will. They missed shot, but it still knocked them down, which is giving a good time for Honda to come in and shoot to moderate, and shoot Sammy. So it was very well planned, very well coordinated.
Back to the old bread and butter, Jim. Back to the old...
And yeah, very well played by USA, the Union there. I'll say I honestly didn't see if that was a Ramboing or not. I'm gonna assume not. Saw some of his guys run back up from further where they were. Wasn't really paying attention. First South Carolina really needs to just meet up with First Minnesota, right? They need to they need to spearhead it. And First Minnesota can't do much here. They're in the open, right? So either the First Minnesota needs to move to the left and try to just pop in and shoot them at the behind.
Where's Josie?
Or they need to come together, both units, and do a frontal assault.
Can you help me move this real quick?
Artillery is still not being able to do too much. It didn't exactly wipe out these two here. It did help, but they're not going to be able to do much against a position that's here. And there's the defilade covering them from practically everything. Apart from some minor shrapnel.
Ass.
Or once in a while bullet.
Y'all can't aim.
Taunting from Sergeant Ale. They should be getting reinforcements soon. I've seen 3 here. I think they recently took casualties. Or I'm blind and there's 4 here and not 3. There's definitely just 3. There was maybe 4 earlier. Honda going out in the open. Ooh. Being shot at, missed barely.
Wait, I got an idea.
Night
Night Cursed, I want you to stay here. Keep doing the same thing. CA, and where's the other guy?
What is...
Shiny? Where's Shiny? Oh, there's Shiny. Shiny, CA, come here.
Yo, it does not want to go up.
What are they?
Drummer boy.
First South Carolinians. Ooh! A successful hit, it seems to be. I heard a person dying. Oh, but they were just shot again. Seems to be someone's AFK on the Confederate side. To be a 6v8, which is definitely possible, considering 2 of them are artillery. So it's truly a 6v6 currently. So Honda's going out in the open.
Shiny, come here.
He should be getting shot soon. At the moment, Honda is dead. So Shiny cannot. If Night gets close enough, I think that's close enough. He was pretty much at his position. It's close enough to be in skirmishing. Sometimes it's difficult to tell. You'll be right next to 20 people and you'll be out of line, but you'll be 30 kilometers away. And you'll be still in formation skirmishing. But he was not alone up there. And yeah, his guys at the back. Now, they're just staying here in the open, which is prime time for the CSA.
Josie, you know what to do.
USA. It seems like artillery is going to try to take care of them.
Southeast. You can't see my...
I don't think it's going to be 2 reinforcements, so it is back to a 7v6. 2 people in artillery, that's going to cost them a lot of firepower. But it could be worth it. So far, we've seen it do very well. They're splitting up. It's 1 man per cannon, this event. So, did it... And it did... It barely missed. Right, so we have 2 people being knocked down. But no kills. Redneck making it past that shot. Alright, so they're gonna go around here. Ooh, pop shots being taken. Now this is the moment where 1st Minnesota Cavalry does need to push. Alright, it's a pincer attack, pincer movement. Alright, the Union is a bit split up. They're getting 2 guys on the 1st Minnesota Cavalry.
You can't shoot me.
They're doing 3 on the 1st South Carolinians. Or 2. That is artillery. Oh, 1 casualty. Sergeant Redneck, which is going to cost them a lot. A veteran player that is able to shoot very, very accurately. And not that Sammy can't, but you know, those extra 18 levels he has does a lot when it comes to the accuracy shooting. So now no bayonet as well. Ooh, and immediately gets shot when he pops out. That means Tumadre cannot do anything but defend himself. So he is able to defend himself if pushed, which seems like he's being pushed currently. I don't know if he knows it
Hey,
or not.
buddy, come here.
I think Honda, that's a bit far for Ramboing.
You got no friends anymore. Come here.
That's Ramboing.
No,
Don't
I'm not
shoot.
gonna shoot you.
A bit too far for my liking. You know, it's fine when, you know, he's here shooting and you got a guy like right here, but when you're shooting here and you got a guy up here, you know, that's like 20 yards, much too far away, and that's one artilleryman. So, should have brought another guy. Now, the 1st Minnesota,
Cut the grass, Jen.
there's 3 riflemen here, the 3 Minnesota riflemen. Think they're trying to absorb. Missed shot from Whitklinger. Hit shot from Ale, but they take a casualty. I don't know what Cliff is trying to do. He may be trying to go meet the 1st South Carolinians, but he may not be aware of them being wiped out. Tickets should have been a guess, but no, he's just scouting. But again, you're seeing it again. They need to stick together, because if you'd have all of 1st Minnesota Cavalry down here, or all of 1st Corps with the 1st Minnesota Cavalry over here, they'd be able to pincer attack. Especially on this left side here from the Confederates' perspective. Artillery can't hit you here up until you get up. It is very difficult. You'd have to get a gun on this berm, which is possible, but it is a waste of ammo. And it's just, you know, it doesn't necessarily work. It's steep, you know, and there's no low point apart from here, but even at that, it's still pretty steep for a cannon. Oh, flag!
Alright, I need someone to pick up the flag.
Presume the color person carrying the flag leaving, so now it is a 7v7 with two artillerymen, so it is a 4 riflemen versus 5.
Dude,
Right, so
nothing
an
was
artillery
close
shot.
over. No, he was over there.
I didn't see. I don't think it landed anywhere. I think it landed right in front of them. The CSA still at a massive ticket disadvantage. Or massive, not truly too massive, but enough to make you a bit nervous. You want a ticket advantage as the Confederates. You want to be able to shoot them enough. You want to be able to shoot them while they're in last stand, so that when you charge, there's nothing nothing they can do. There's not enough. Don't know. No, they're still firing. There's nothing much to fire at. Maybe the flag's on my screen. There's nothing really to shoot. They're taking some casualties up here, but not enough. 1st Corps is doing the exact same thing again. I think they're trying to go a bit more around so they're not spotted, which may work. I don't think they've been truly spotted. You can't really see them here. Oh, you can see a few specks. No, they've been spotted.
Alright, gents, I just want you on berm. Just bread and butter. Cut the grass.
Very easy to defend this situation. Right? Okay, they're back up to 8. I think somebody crashed. Or I'm blind. I could be blind. Wouldn't be too crazy of a thought. So actually, Confederates killing a few people and catching up. Now it's still a USA ticket lead, but it's not a comfortable one. That could change very soon with, again, the South Carolinians coming from the rear. And practically at this point, it is from the rear. Now they've been spotted, but I don't know if they're still aware. No, they're still aware. A missed shot again. Only 2 people being knocked down again. Almost the exact same people. Only Tumadre being the common denominator. A very close shot. That is a very impressive shot. About 200 yards. Maybe even 250. With bayonets, I presume. Are we having bayonets here? No, we do not. So without bayonets, which could actually, with no bayonets, This gives the 1st Minnesota a good opportunity to push without resistance. Ooh, 2 shots from very, very far away. 200 yards. Oop, bit of lag there. Tumadre being stuck alone, not being able to do anything but defend himself. Right, so he can't push. He has to fall back and wait for his guys. Now, again, I understand there was no planning, but you are outnumbered, or you were, and you are on the offense, so by the time you get there, you are outnumbered. So you want to stick together. Now, the 1st Minnesota finally going to the left. Finally flanking even more. They should have done this a while ago, but it's still not impossible for them to do. I think they're going to go to take part of the berm. Now, I'm not sure the 1st... No, I don't think Baker's brigade knows. So the 1st Minnesota can't come up from behind and surprise them completely. Yeah, Baker's brigade shooting at pure ghosts.
Alright.
If you fire it right now, if you're aiming at the wagon, fire it right now.
The 1st Minnesota making them. Tumadre has been killed. The 1st Minnesota has made it. Oh, flag down. Now the Baker's brigade is gonna know.
They're behind us.
That's
we were too focused.
2 people down. That's 2 rifles down, or 1 rifle down. But still, person that's gonna respawn is not gonna have a full load, right? So what 1st Minnesota needs to do is try to get their officer, and then push while baiting shots. If you kill the officer, and if you have the people before, it's gonna be 10-15 seconds before that officer can get back in and pull out his pistol and shoot. And you need to shoot.
Yep,
Oh, I see him.
1st Minnesota taking pop shots, but not actually hitting. Not hitting much so far. Ooh! A successful shot by Lieutenant Knight there. Now, is he gonna hit? Is Sergeant Alley gonna hit his shot? Seems like, oof, artillery aiming directly at it. I don't know if they'll be able to do much apart from knocking them down. They have that berm, and they have this cannon and this dirt here protecting them. There's dirt or mud protecting them fully from any artillery. That seems like the 1st Minnesota's falling back, or they're going more left to flank even more. And this is gonna distract completely Baker's brigade. They're not gonna be able to have time, at least I don't think, to spot the South Carolinians flanking. Now, they don't really need to spot them. They know they're gonna be flanked, right? But do they know when they're gonna be flanked? That's the true question. Minnesota staying more back, staying more reserved, waiting for the reinforcements. That's gonna be a long time before he gets there, and that's if. It is still a 7v8, so that USA does have an advantage, right? But it can be easily taken away. Now, missed shot again from the 1st Minnesota Cavalry. If they keep missing these shots, they're not going to be able to do much.
Right now. I don't know if we can like air.
They're still doing very well. They're distracting. No artillery is currently aimed at the South Carolinians, right? So it takes a while to aim, predict. And I think Tumadre knows this. I think they may have talked a bit in spawn when they were dead. And they have this advantage right now of Tumadre being able to flank, potentially without being seen. It is still very much anybody's game. Both sides could easily win, but a rifle down, another one's only 1 rifle can put up a fight against Baker's brigade. Although very soon, they're gonna get some reinforcements from down here. But again, no artillery aimed below. Tumadre, oh,
I see him.
no,
Yeah.
away. I think they've been spotted. Have they been spotted? I don't think Tumadre's been spotted yet. They're not being aimed at with a.
Resume into fire. Resume into fire.
They can truly get behind, and they can get a good, accurate shot on everyone. Black Horse has just spotted them, and he's gonna try to move his cannon, but I don't know if he'll be able to aim it in time. Especially if he needs to move this wheel forward. I don't think he'll be able to turn enough. Right, there's this whole ball. A pop shot from Shiny, but it misses. And they're going to be able to get here completely fine. Practically no resistance. Alright, and now 1st Minnesota Cavalry is here. They're about to get the reinforcements in 20 seconds. Oof, and that is another person down. So Cliff can only defend himself. Alright, but again, he has that reinforcements coming in. He has Web Slinger. And that's all he needs. And first score is in the rear. It is... first score is behind and inside the Union position. Now, I think Union's going to be able to maybe kill 1 or 2. But it's... Ooh, that's 1 down already. So Tumadri cannot take any more casualties. And that is a cannon aimed at them. Or aimed near them. I don't think it's going to make it. I think there's too much debris between Tumadri. Ooh. And 1st Minnesota Cavalry starting to push back up. Reinforcements coming in very soon. A bit more daring. Bit more daring from Siads over here. But it easily worked. Yeah, I was right. It did not do anything. There's just too much in between South Carolina and Pennsylvania. Alright, so Confederacy is starting to squeeze a bit. They're starting to grip, tighten their hold. Now Cliff is left alone again. Alright, so he can only defend himself. I don't know if the Union knows this. But again, he's going to get his reinforcements soon. And he has another one, is Sergeant Ali over here coming in. But Sergeant Ali with no kits whatsoever. Says having his full kit, presumably. Now, yeah, South Carolina starting to fight back a bit. Tumadri shooting his pistol, which I wouldn't do. I'd rather die with a fully loaded pistol, right, than risking dying. I'd rather risk dying with a full pistol than being charged with a half-loaded pistol. Now Tumadri, they're pushing. If Honda's able to get killed, right, Tumadri is able to defend himself. He's being attacked. That is within the event rules. And oof, not a warning for Honda. It was a charge. So you have more than a full ticket gap. So the Confederacy is truly losing their grip. There's all of taking losses between, and artillery is gonna shoot again.
Focus on these guys to the north.
I think they may be able to get the officer. I think they may be able to get Cliff. But I think the cannon right in front of Cliff may be a bit too much, and there's also all these caissons here that the shell could stop on.
Looking at it.
And then, ooh, and that I was mistaken. That killed both of them. Killed both of them. So all of CSA has just been killed, and that is almost a full bar down. And that is about half to 2/3 of a bar completely wiped because of both units being wiped. Now, commanders, they need to start talking to each other. Webslinger is still going. And so is Zed's over here. One of them must have died. They're all alone. They won't be able to do anything once they get up here, and that's if they make it up there. Yeah, Union going to where they were.
I'm gonna scalp you. I don't know where.
Honda threatening to scalp a Union soldier. There isn't really anything to scalp. I think these are...
Nope, there's one running.
Confederates. Oh yeah,
Southwest, west.
Confederates. Yeah. No, there's 2, so they are able to fight back. Right, so they're able to do stuff, load. But I don't know if they'll do anything. Right, Webslinger does have his bayonet, so he may have his load. They're being aimed at, so they need to run. And there you go. And you need to react quick, especially when you're alone in an open field and there's the enemy on the high ground. So, yeah, there we go. So now we have all of the Confederacy together waiting to do a breakthrough maneuver. Now, still no flag. There's still no flag on the Confederate side, which may have been their downfall. Right? It takes them so long every time to just go back. They've barely had time to make a big maneuver, right? And I would get rid of a pistol maybe, or a rifle, and get a flag. Overall, it will get you more pistols and more flags a lot quicker. Singer out of stamina. They're being shot at. Nothing's hitting yet. 2 pistols, 3 rifles. My first South Carolina, which I did say previously, is very accurate. Ooh, but their officer dying, which is where that flag could come in, right? Because now Tumadre has to run from all the way there, all the way here, and they're gonna go up on that berm, and that's if he survives, right? He did just die. I think just one person died. He did just die here, so it's very possible he dies again, and that's the risk.
Here, if we pop in
taking
through them, we're gonna
flag.
be on their wall
Still
of cannons.
3 rifles and 2 South Carolinians.
Oh, that's too far. We went too far.
Alright, so that is 2 rifles and 2 South Carolinians taking casualties. Webslinger catching up. I think this is Tied's catching up. And then you have, of course, Tumadre, all the way over there. Union still doing good. Artillery doing nothing. They may still be expecting South Carolina from attacking from the southeast, but you know, with this many people, you have to know that it's the whole Confederacy. And another casualty, and truly, they should have been doing this from the beginning. Maybe even going towards the bottom all at once with the flag, because if you were still to have the flag, you would have everybody here. You would have 2 extra rifles, you'd have that extra pistol. You'd be in a very good position, and you'd be able to put up much better fight. Right? Because you can see it's still very, very long, and it takes up all your stamina to get here. And that's if you get here no kits, right? So it's very possible that you either get here with no kits and then you die and you have to do it all again, or you get your kit over there, you get here and you at least shoot once and die. It's a very risky move that I wouldn't have done. It may be low pop, but I would still take a flag. It just gives you that extra firepower, and it gives you tenfold back. A first score, not being able to put up much of a fight. They're being pinned down. They would need to come up here and kind of shoot in a good position with better cover. They're practically in the open now, and there's nothing much they can do. Alright, now finally some reinforcements coming, and they're playing very, very close. But I think it may be close enough where the enemy just doesn't see them because of this, all these branches here. You have the officer, which you really need. You want that pistol up there, and you want that extra help to organization. Right, Cliff is still a very new commander. Could very much use that, and no spectating during battle. Oh, USA, the Confederates here, and Black Horse leaving. So, they lost their other pistol. Tumadre made it here, and I think you see his body right here. I think that's him. No, that's not him. And actually, Confederates putting up a pretty good fight. That pistol is still there. He needs that. Oh, but that's another rifle down. Alright, so there's 2 of them left. But you still have your honor to... There you go, your honor you to... And yet, still standing there doing nothing and dying. And that is... I'm not gonna call it yet. They still have time for 1 charge, no kits. But I do think that the Union has this. All they need to do is repel 1 charge of sprinkling in Confederates. So, the 1st Minnesota getting their full kits, which they don't have the time for. It takes about 35 seconds to get your full kits and get over that fence, and by the time they do that, they won't be able to come up here, organize, then attack, especially with the first score already going in. The South Carolinians going in ready for a fight. They died a lot of times. First time frontal assault. Obviously,
3 of them.
Baker's brigade is expecting it. Well, maybe not expecting it, but they have spotted them. Right, and there you go, 1 casualty. Right, so, and if they get that pistol, missed shot from Knight. And again, with 2 artillery men and only 4 rifles, it's impossible.
Oh,
Redneck being in here, officer
You
dying
bastards.
immediately, which is super important, because that is the firepower. Yep, Tumadre protecting Redneck. Oh, Redneck dying. Oh, immediately. But that was good. The flag is running away, so nobody's going to be able to spawn on it. Not for a bit. So if the 1st Minnesota Cavalry can get there, they're just moving out now. So they're not going to be able to get there in time. They just took too long. Stopping, they really just need to go. If they keep stopping, by the time they get there, the Union will have reorganized. They'll have their full kits again.
Hold here, gents.
More
Hold here.
importantly, that pistol will be back.
Get your bayos on first.
It'll be
Reload.
out, right? If you arrive, and then the officers just spawn it, you shoot him immediately and you're fine. But now the officer spawned in. He's able to get control the situation. Right, everybody else is gonna spawn in, getting their bayos and loads. And it's just way too late. Already 1 casualty, which is expected, but you really don't want to take casualties for a 2-to-1 situation. Artillery doing... I think they're gonna try to shoot at the coming rebels. But that pistol needs to die now. Webslinger going for the other pistol. Cliff dying, and that is practically game. Alright, we have 1 person here. He isn't able to do anything. It's not over, really. But, you know, nothing on this end. All you have is 6 shots. And Sammy cannot do anything but defend himself. And if he does go in for the attack, he will be Ramboing.
Just kill him.
Yeah, he is. A lot of Ramboing today.
Oh, with the Artie!
A lot of Ramboing today.
One more coming. 2 more coming. No, 2 more.
Immediately that. Oh no. Redneck in.
Piece of shit.
And that is game. Right? 1st Minnesota Cavalry got there just too late. But that was well played overall on the Union side. Confederacy just splitting up is not good. Especially not when you're facing a larger enemy that is able to organize much better. Or 1 unit. Very well played from Union. Though being able to use that artillery, I didn't think that the artillery would be able to do much, but they were able in the end to do just enough to halt the South Carolinians on the right side. Enough to cause the Confederates to lose now. I think it's fair to say the Confederates will have taken more casualties, but I do think it's going to be closer than last time where it was a 15 difference. I think they were just able to respawn faster, and that was the key. Or, actually, currently, Confederates taking more casualties by much more than 20 now. 18 at the end. Getting some XP. But that was it. That was the 2nd round. There will be no 3rd round this week. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you guys next week.